Good morning, good afternoon. We're midday here in Nassau, Bahamas. We've got the game Mexico currently playing against the Cayman Islands. Looks like Mexico's going to get over with Farad Samano getting over and dotting it down pretty early, just a couple of seconds into this game, 24 seconds in, and Mexico already putting points on the board. Fernanda, this Mexico team, this is their second game already today. How do you see them developing through this tournament? Obviously, they played well the first game. This one, they've started great. Are they winning this competition, or there's too many obstacles in the way?
You want me to put me in trouble, right?
No, go ahead then. You know me.
La verdad es que los veo muy bien, así como las mujeres en el partido pasado. Creo que los básicos lo están haciendo muy bien y sobre todo aprovechando que tienen en las esquinas. O sea, Farid es un jugador muy alto que tiene mucha velocidad, muchísima fuerza y creo que todos saben trabajar en equipo y usar bien sus fortalezas.
Yeah, and he's been an influential player for many years, and he just seems to get, every time I see him, he gets a little bit bigger, a little bit stronger. Genuinely, like we always see these guys in the lobbies of the hotel in these tournaments, and he's that casts a dark shadow over me when he walks by. It's which is unusual for a Mexican national team player. They're usually smaller and faster and change direction.
Harder abilities.
Exactly.
Yes.
So yeah, no, he's playing phenomenally well today. He's put himself a few tries already.
But one of the good things about the pandemic, I think, if you have to look for the bright side, is that, of course, ninguno jugó, pero hicieron lo que pudieron.
Yeah.
That means getting fitter.
Yeah, and they spent their time. Obviously, rugby players are energetic people. If you lock them in a room for long enough, they'll just start bouncing off the walls and they'll get their exercise done, which I think has been great for a lot of them. But yeah, you saw a lot of guys that have come back bigger, faster, stronger. In some cases, I feel like maybe a couple of the countries, Trinidad and Tobago, really struggle because they literally haven't trained up until a couple of weeks ago. They've literally been locked in their houses for a couple of years, which I'm sure mentally has not been very good for them either. But the national teams have started to play very recently in terms of training and all. So, some countries it was a little bit easier than others. But Cayman are looking lively going into this game. Again, they should be an organised team. They've got a good structure in the Cayman Islands. They've got a lot of very positive people doing great things there. I just think maybe Mexico have the advantage of numbers as well. But we shall see how this one pans out. Mexico against the Cayman Islands. We are here at the Robinson Stadium. Fantastic location in Nassau. I've got a good view off the balconies here of the Atlantis Hotel in the distance. A couple of cruise ships over there to the left. It's been
and the sky is clear.
Yeah, it was a little wet yesterday. I was worried that the field wouldn't hold up, but looks absolutely pristine, manicured lawn out there. You could go bowling on it, I'm sure. Nice inside ball. That releases Guerrero, and Guerrero does not do anything slow. 100 miles an hour, always. And he's dotting down. Good try.
Abajo de las
H's.
Ah, muy bien.
my Spanish teacher for the weekend. Thank you, Fernando. Yeah, I do need to polish it. I keep promising myself I will do classes.
Give him a beer.
Yeah, that's it. That's all you really need. No, phenomenal. Guerrero looking strong on that try. Chavez to attempt the extra points and gets them successfully.
Y no sé, Gavin, si sabías que en 2017 también se jugaron, creo que en el estadio de atrás, si lo pueden ver a las personas que nos están viendo en el streaming, se jugaron los Commonwealth Games para los jóvenes en el 2017. Y fun fact, Robin McDowell, el entrenador de las chicas de Trinidad y Tobago, era entrenador de los chicos de Canadá.
Ah, okay, back then. Wow, he's literally bounced around every team in the Rugby Americas North region. Wow, okay. Yeah, no, he's doing some great stuff. I know that I think really get a chance to pay attention to the Trinidad and Tobago game for the women earlier. But I'm quite sure that they are a much more structured team in the past.
Absolutely.
They have a lot of strength, size, speed. I always thought that they just were missing maybe some of the technical components, and I'm presuming that Robin's probably added that to
And
them.
if I'm not wrong, 3 of those girls are in their debut for international rugby.
Yeah, that's true. I believe you're right. But they've got a bit of experience too. So you've got that nice blend of ladies that have been doing this for a few years now. Nicolette Panther obviously still leading the team as a captain. She's not an old lady; she's still in her 20s. So there's a lot of strength in depth there, and now they're bringing through the youth there again. It seems to be a pattern anywhere that Robin McDowell goes. The youth system starts to develop, and then he moves on. So it's he's doing great things for the region.
Y en este caso, en el equipo mexicano que estamos viendo en el campo, Franco Guerrero no debe de pasar de sus 25 años, ¿no? Ya lo habíamos mencionado anteriormente, él viene desde la U19 y creo que es excelente para desenvolver a más jugadores y desarrollarlos, ¿no?
Exactly. No, is he 25? I imagine he's even younger than that. Like I feel like I've known him for years. If it's based on the years I've known him, he could be 30. But yeah, it was only maybe 4 or 5 years ago that he was in the under-19 squad. So yeah, you might be right. It might be around that sort of 24 years old. But no, they're really structured, playing well here. They do sometimes get if teams can ruffle the feathers of Mexico occasionally, but you've got to be defensively really strong and organised. And Cayman are doing well here for the last few minutes, managing to subdue Mexico a little bit. But again, you see Mexico immediately start to work backwards to reset themselves. They are trying to go the brute force route at the moment, which is not working out for them. So Cayman getting a leg up here at the moment. I feel like the fitness of Mexico will show through in the second half of this game.
Hopefully.
And we can't hope. There's no biases here. Chavez working really hard to keep it in play. Phenomenal job.
You can see the experience of Chavez in the field, right?
Absolutely. Yeah, he's another one that's been around for a while. He was coaching the women's team at one point for the last, when I was over in Mexico a few years ago, I believe, no?
Yes, he was helping Robin McDowell.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, really shifty player. Tough as old boots as well. Really strong kid. Like I've seen him get a few beatings over the years, and he just bounces back up. I remember one time his head was cracked open and he just wrapped it up, kept playing.
I remember that too. México, I mean, tienen que concentrarse un poco más. El componente físico de Cayman está ahí, claramente, eso siempre lo sabemos. Los mexicanos tendemos a ser un poco, pues a tener otras habilidades, como ya lo dijimos, pero creo que tienen que, y esperemos que en esta segunda mitad se recuperen, entren más en concentración y que puedan aprovechar esas fortalezas.
Absolutely, no, I think the bigger, heavier guys of Cayman might get a little tired later on, and that technical ability of Mexico combined with maybe the better fitness levels and lighter on their feet, they should be able to take this second half. But let me not discount Cayman at this stage. We'll be back in a few moments to see the results of that and see if me and Fernanda are correct or extremely wrong. Give us 30 seconds, we'll be right back, guys. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for that little break. Mexico kicking off in the green left of your field. Cayman Islands on the right in white. This might turn into a bit of a battle. 14-0 currently for Mexico. Cayman are going to have to defend really strong and start getting some ball possession. But there you have, in the middle of the field, controlling this game well. The referees here, phenomenal set. There's about 13, 14 referees here with obviously assistant referees in each of these games. Cayman lifting Chavez there, but he manages to offload the ball. Cayman over it, trying to poach the ball every single time. This is where we may be able to open up Cayman.
No.
2v1, steps inside.
Farid Samano otra vez. I told you already, they play in the same club. They've been playing at least for 5 years together.
Telepathic at this point. Literally can just read the way they're going to play. There's no signals, there's no voice. You just know when you've been playing together for a long period of time. You know what's going to happen. You start reading the game a little bit better. And yeah, those two look smooth together. They've never, no drop balls between them. Everything's very, very synchronized and organized. Love it.
Y una de las cosas que me encanta del juego es que, por ejemplo, vimos cómo Chávez fue levantado por uno de los jugadores de Cayman y aún así logró pasar muy bien el balón, terminó de entrar la jugada.
Yep. Yeah, it could have quite easily gone Cayman's way in that situation, but you got to wrap the ball up too. And Chavez, he's a smart player. He's looking for his guys. He knows who's there. They're communicating well. And more points on the board, 21-0 to Mexico currently. Cayman just don't have an answer for it right now. They're trying really hard defensively. Not quite getting the nudge that they're looking for. That just goes 10. Managed to keep it alive. Great work from the inside ball. Nope. Knock on somewhere amongst there. And right on the halfway, your Cayman ball. Cayman really developing quite well. They had a tournament, must have been, was it last year or the year before, hosted a tournament for Rugby Americas North. Really well hosted, and they gave a good account of themselves. They had a massive crowd there. They had a phenomenal setup with their little stadium, and they had a great bar set up, and it was very busy and very vocal. So there's some good support there from Cayman. I'm sure the Cayman Islanders are watching this one. Thanks for joining us here at rugbyamericasnorth.com. Feel free to pass that link along on your Facebook and your Instagram or whatever it is that you use, Twitter, and get the rugby fans in the region and around the world watching this competition here in beautiful sunny Nassau, Bahamas.
Todos estuvimos esperando rugby todos estos meses. Es momento para compartir ese link.
Exactly. Share the link is what Fernando was saying. It's been a long time coming to get some rugby back after the pandemic. So everyone's out here having a great time. Chavez is going through offloads again to Ferud. Now these guys really are linking up well together. I think that's 3 or 4 tries that they've produced working down one side or the other.
Absolutely. Y otra de las cosas, Gavin, es también hace rato dijimos a reconocer al staff médico de este torneo y sobre todo al staff de referees que a lo mejor no siempre son reconocidos, pero sin ellos no podríamos tener rugby.
Absolutely, yeah. The referees here doing a great job coming from all corners of the region. We've got Kiwi there from BVI. There's a few others there from St. Vincent, Guyana. We've got Staggy over there on the far side, a former Guyana player running AR today. Phenomenal work from them. We all give them a hard time because they never make the right decisions, but they're great people, and we just close our mouths and let them do their job. But no,
they are. Come on. The central referee that we have now is from Canada. His name is Robin. I won't pronounce his last name, but he's from Canada. Kaluzniak, Robin Kaluzniak. And apart from being a referee, he also plays the trumpet.
Nice. Okay, maybe we'll get a demo over the weekend. Usually Sunday nights, the referee party is the best one. So I always try and get on that one on the Sunday. They have the best time ever. They got to stick together, otherwise, you know how it goes. But yeah, always a good party with the referees on the last evening before we all head back home from wherever we came from. Trumpet, huh? Nice. So a couple of changes here. A couple of Cayman boys need a bit of a break. There's a lot of running out there. Probably one of the brothers. The Weston brothers, I think, straight exchange. The dynasty of Weston brothers in the family in the Cayman Islands.
Y para nuestros amigos mexicanos que nos están viendo desde nuestro país, pues además de haber referees internacionales, Fernando García, también nuestro árbitro reconocido, está aquí este fin de semana. Lo vamos a estar viendo en partidos importantes y relevantes.
There's Nicolas Falcon from Mexico coming onto the field as a replacement. See how he does over the next few minutes and see if he can get his name on the scoreboard. always remember him scoring plenty of tries a few years ago, and seems like he's developed well as a player. So on the 22, that's going to be a Mexico scrum. Taking a quick breather, potentially looking at more replacements. Yep, Cayman making one more substitution.
Number 10 is getting in. Westin. His name is Westin.
Yeah, there's a couple of 2 or 3 brothers. The father played for Western as well back in the day. I think he was coaching at one point. So there's a pretty big Western family. I know there's at least 3 of them current players that are involved. Mexico have taken off Guerrero, the captain, give him a breather. I feel like they've maybe got this game under control at 26-0. Now we're coming around the outside. That is number 11, Sebastian Garza.
Yes, and it's his debut. Today's his debut. He also played with Guerrero in Querétaro, near Mexico City, maybe 2 hours away.
Yeah, and he did play at the youth level, I remember as well.
Yeah.
I recognize his name. Spilled ball from Cayman there. Mexico back to recover. Knock on. That'll be a Mexico ball right in the middle of the park. Maybe a split attack. There's a few hands on knees and hands on hips there, trying to get oxygen in. It's warm out there. There's a nice breeze swirling around, but that sun will cook you. There'll be a few red faces, I'm sure, this evening. A few red necks at the hotel later on.
Y un saludo al papá de Nico Falcón, que logró tener 2 jugadores de rugby, ambos en la selección nacional. Hoy su hermano no está aquí, pero ambos jugaron en Canadá.
Gotta be a very proud moment as a father to have 2 sons playing for your country.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Let's see if my boys will end up playing rugby somewhere. Gotta do something, right? Teenage boys. Maybe we can get them on the US national team. Or if they actually become really good, maybe we'll send them to England.
Yes.
You never know.
Why not?
You never know. Excellent work. So that's Mexico wrapping this one up. 26-0. That second half was a quiet one in comparison to the first. They just locked it down, ran down the clock, and conserved their energy. Cayman probably thought they would get a little bit more out of that. But Mexico controlled the game very, very well, 26-0.
Nuestras proyecciones eran correctas.
Exactly.
Lo hicimos muy bien.
We guessed it exactly right. We know our rugby, Fernanda. Excellent. Hey, guys, thank you so much for being here. We're going to be right back. We've got more games all day today, all day tomorrow. Pass that RugbyAmericasNorth.com website around to all of your friends through social media and get them watching these games. We're going to be back in a few moments. Thank you.
Bye.